Hello, right, you marathon runners. It's that time of year. We've got London coming up, we've got Manchester coming up. It makes our lives really stressful as physios because what I tend to find is people up their mileage, they start their plans at the 1st of January. For a lot of people, that's just too short a gap. So if you're sticking to your training program and you know, you're doing your long runs, you're building up slowly, brilliant, well done you. But now is the time people are starting to increase their mileage. We're starting to see injuries, niggles, and people start to panic and they come and see us and they're like, fix us. We cannot fix you. All we can do is guide you and give you the information and the tools to help you yourself. So all I wanted to say really for this little video is my top tips. If you hurt, when you're out running and you build up the mileage, we all have niggles. Most runners have something that niggles them, feels a little bit of pain, you know, they feel a little bit of pain, bit of discomfort. It's usually gone within sort of 24 to 48 hours. So do not panic. Pain is a perfectly normal part of running. It's our body's way of saying something's not quite right. So how do we know how to deal with that? The first thing to think about is what's happening when you're running. What is your pain? We all have a bit of discomfort. You know, get over it. It's running. It's high impact. It puts a lot of stress on our body. As you're up in the miles, things are going to hurt. You're training for a marathon, which is brilliant, but things are going to hurt. Okay, so think about your pain. Now you get an ankle pain, knee pain, hip pain. If it's more than about a 4 out of 10, so think about your pain like up here, 10 out of 10. Ow, that's you know, someone's ripped my leg off and it's horrific. 10 out of 10. Oh, I've just got a little, can just feel it. 1, 2, 3, 4 is like your kind of limit. If you're getting up to the 4 out of 10 and beyond, stop running. Yeah, your body's going, no, I don't like this, not happy with you. Stop running. It might be that you have to abort a long run, but be sensible, okay? That's your body's way of saying, do not carry on with this, it's too much. If it's 4 out of 10 and above that, yeah, stop running. Give yourself some time, okay? Do not be a slave to your training program. Just because your program then says in 3 days' time you've got to do a 10-mile run, your body is saying, no, we are not happy. So rest up. Do whatever else, bit of swimming, go to the gym. This is why it's so important to do your strength and conditioning, so you've got something else for you to focus on, okay? Do something else, cycling, gym work on your upper body strength, a bit of yoga, stretching, mobility, mindset stuff, get some good night's rest and let that pain settle, okay? When you go running again next time, don't go straight back into your, like, I've got to do 10 miles. Go out and tentatively try it. You might find if you've given yourself, I usually say 7 to 10 days to rest up, to let that niggle settle, okay? So that's really important. Your pain, if it's more than 4 out of 10, stop, let that pain settle. It might take 7 to 10 days, but you are much better to let that niggle settle than try and run through it and it just builds up and then becomes a big injury and it's all stressful and my life's stressful, your life's stressful. So that's really important to think about your pain. What is my pain? So, and like I say, we all have pain as runners. So that's the first point. Second point, don't be afraid to use pain medication. If you have to stop running and you've got some pain, maybe you've noticed a little bit of swelling, quite often it's not muscular, quite often it's tendons or the soft tissue. Now again, you've kind of gone, okay, 4 out of 10, I'm going to have to stop, I'm going to have to rest up. Don't be afraid to use pain medication. Yeah, get your ibuprofen out, use it regularly over sort of 3 or 4 days. Use your ibuprofen. If you can't use the ibuprofen, get yourself some gel. Sleep, get some really good sleep because that's when your body's repairing itself. Don't run, do something different, yeah? If you need paracetamol as well, if it's really sore, then you can alternate the two. And if you're not sure, go and speak to the pharmacist. They're the best placed person to give you that information on taking medication. But do not be afraid to take medication, okay? The third one, my third sort of like thing to consider is if you're running along and you think, oh, my knee's hurting a little bit, Don't just carry on running along thinking my knee's hurting a little bit. Think about your form, okay? When we get slower and we've been building up the miles, we're tired, often our form goes and we just flop. Maybe our cadence slows down a little bit, we lose our form, we get weak through our core. Now, strength and conditioning is how you strengthen your core. I bang on about strength and conditioning. There's a reason for that, okay? It's really, really important. And it gives you a focus. If you can't run, you can go and do your strength and conditioning, you can work on your upper body, you can work on some core. There's always stuff that you can do as a runner if you're injured. And we all get injured, okay? It's part of running, okay? Most of you are getting injured now, like I say, and we've only got, 5-6 weeks to some of these big events. So, don't be afraid to have a rest and do something else, but focus on your form. So think about good form. Think about just picking up your feet a little bit quicker, so you're a little bit lighter. Sometimes when we focus on our form, we can actually take that pain or reduce that pain, because as we speed up our cadence, we know that reduces the stress on our ankles, knees and hips. So just because you're plodding along and you're thinking, oh God, I'm getting to like that 3 and 4 and something's starting to hurt, think about your form, think about being lovely and tall, think about quick feet, think about how can you offload your legs, okay? And again, it's really important to focus on your upper body. If your legs are tired, use your arms a little bit more, okay? So really focus on your form. So 3 top tips. Don't worry, don't panic. Think about your pain. Sorry, that's 1. Don't panic. Think about your pain. If it's more than 4, stop running, rest up. If it's 7 to 10 days, most things will settle in that time. Do not worry that you're going to lose fitness in that time. Yeah, it's a really ideal time just to let your body heal. Have your good nutrition, have your sleep, get all those things in place. Number 2, don't be afraid to use your medication, so your ibuprofen. And number 3, if you're running and you're starting to feel that pain coming on, focus on your form. It's really, really important. So that is just my top tips for if you're a runner and you are busy training for Manchester, you're starting to build up those miles, things are starting to hurt. And again, it might be that you have to reassess your goals. If you just want to get round, great, but we can reassess that. Drop me a message, come in and see me now, even if it's just to get some advice on how to manage it. Bit of soft tissue work may help. It's not magic. Massage isn't magic. You're not breaking down scar tissue. You're not doing a lot of the stuff that people, that massage therapists say that you're doing, but it can be useful for things. So get in touch, get it sorted now. Do not panic. You can still do it, okay? Thanks for listening to me, rub it on. I've got my magic wand ready, but it's only actually a marker pen. It's not really a magic wand, okay? So yeah, get in touch. You can still book in. I'm still here until the end of May, so I'm still available to help you and support you into your marathon or through your marathon training into that marathon. Okay, have a great day. Bye.